Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and you are watching day 216 of 300 days of drawing. I got some piping hot cloud drawings for you, the not so happy cloud drawings. So let's begin today's live art stream, shall we? And welcome everyone. I hope you are having a lovely day today. I'm what am I doing? I don't know. I am having an okay day. Uh there is most certainly I need to shrink some things here. We got to move some things around here. Move this to the right. Oh no, big screen. We want that right there. There we go. Shrink this down. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. So today is the last day on this page. So we're just going to do like three clouds, I guess. We're going to do three cloud shapes here. Um, yeah, we're just going to do some three cloud shapes. And I'm going to change the approach today. Don't know why. Just feeling a little, I had a bad day. I had a pretty good morning. And then the rest of the day, there were some things that happened during the day that just really put a bad taste in my mouth, and I've just been like very angry about it all day long. And I was procrastinating doing these sketches. Like I really was. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to do them. You know, didn't feel like doing them today. So let's see here. We're gonna use this as a rail. And we're gonna try a different method this time. We're gonna kind of like do like these like scribbly lines. We're gonna be a little scratchy with it and see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. We're just gonna kind of be sketchy, do like a light sketch on this bottom page here. And do the same thing here. Be a little sketchy. Yeah, so I was really procrastinating, you know. I just I got caught in like this YouTube like algorithm where I was just kind of like fiddling around, piddle paddling. I got caught in what was I watching? I was watching silly like this wasteful things, but the one of the things I really remember, like just how bad it was. Like if I don't remember what I was watching, then it probably wasn't a anything worth watching in the first place. But the last thing I watched was like these like John Breznik or Brezink arm wrestling, and I always like certain type of like specific sports. I enjoy weightlifting. I enjoy powerlifting. I enjoy those type of sports that are like one on one, where it's like all you know, where you're really the stuff, the things that are occurring is based upon your own skill. You know, it's almost like a one like a solo type of endeavor. You know, where you're basically it's like you versus you, and like arm wrestling's kind of like that. Wrestling is in the same way, you know, and so I was got caught doing that for a little while. Just like small like videos that kind of gobble up small like increments of your time. You're just like after a certain amount of time, you're just like, what happened, you know? And it was just one of those things. I don't know. I just kind of we have those days. We all have like these days where you're there aren't they aren't as good as they could be. And I try not to get political or voice like with this, but like it's just things are going on and it's kind of bumming me out, and the world's like in this weird funk, right? And like you're a lot of artists are really attuned to that type of thing that's going on, and then you know just frustrating things with the world, and you're just like, what are you gonna do? It's like, what are you gonna do? So this is what I'm doing, is gonna draw clouds, just draw not so happy clouds here, you know. And I've been trying to do some observation, trying to watch or look at clouds and observe them and think about them in different manners. But like, so this is what I kind of concluded to an extent. I found that like these clouds kind of billow. They like they get kind of billowy. Like they kind of some of them kind of do what smoke kind of does, is which is it kind of makes that like smokestack effect, right? Where you have that kind of billowy effect where they're kind of creating like a plume smoke. So I've been watching that and paying attention to that. Ever since I've been drawing clouds, what I've been noticing is like it's as if beautiful clouds have been forming around everywhere I go. Like everywhere I look up in the sky, there's beautiful clouds nowadays. It's just really amazing. It's like the clouds are like being manifested, and they're like, it's not like they're for me, but it's all, I feel like they're being made for me in this weird existential way, and it's really quite interesting when I look up the clouds and I'm like, there's some amazing clouds out today, and I never noticed how cool clouds look and how interesting they can be. And I feel like ever since I've been doing clouds, like there's just been an uptick in the quality of clouds that are surrounding me. And I think partially because we don't really, a lot of us don't really look up. We're always looking down at our phones. I've been looking up and like, man, there's some beautiful blues. The clouds have like some really nice, like they're like they look like marshmallow pillows. And and so that's what I've been observing a lot lately. But today was just kind of I want to say like an SE day. And if you can kind of put together the what that means, but like it was it was a day that you know I like to think I'm like Jackson Pollock. I heard Jackson Pollock had a raging temper, and you wouldn't know it from me, because I keep a lot of it stored in, I because I don't know, like there's like an Incredible Hulk raging inside of me sometimes. I think some of us have that too. I think all of us have like a little bitty Incredible Hulk kind of raging in us. And I think everyone on Twitter has like 500 Incredible Hulks raging on them, or raging. Oh, that's a joke. That's a joke. All right. But yeah, I've been noticing some beautiful clouds lately, and I don't know. I think I'm trying to kind of be very light with this approach today, because I'm just not having a great day. But the thing about life to me is it's not whether or not you have a great day, you know. It's how your actions that for the day that matter, you know. So if you're letting that your emotions on how you feel about the day really kind of dictate the rest of the day, you don't want that. You want your day you want to be controlling your day. You don't want your emotions to control the day for you. And there'll be times where we all, like all of us, or maybe I'm just being presumptuous, but like there'll be times where I will my emotions, like how I feel for the day is just, it's static. Like if I'm angry or upset, I let those emotions kind of take control of the day, and it ruins my day for me. And it's hard. I know, I get it, man. Sometimes it's really hard to let go of some of those feelings and move on, and we get those. I get them. I get that often. And I don't know, man. I don't know what the context of these live streams are for, and I don't know what to discuss really. Um, I like to talk about. I like to think about life and kind of like talk about it and think about it in a deep, like philosophical way, you know, um, because I don't think we really think about life, you know, like our essential like reason for being. We're all focusing. Look at these clouds. These are pretty nice looking. They're not as like heavy-handed as the ones on this side, but like these are kind of more natural, a little bit softer. I say that now, and then all of a sudden I try to mitigate that, and then all of a sudden they're not. They become kind of they don't look as soft. But yeah, I try. I think maybe these live streams and talking about art and talking about life, talking about the day is a way of kind of figuring out what essentially gives us a meaning, I guess. Because someday, some we don't really sit down and kind of like smell the air or smell the what like was it? We don't sit down and smell the roses, right? I don't know what that phrase is, but so and that may be the theme of these live streams when I do these drawings is like doing these live streams is like gives me some sort of meaning in a day, outside of family, right? Outside of family, you know, this gives me some meaning. Oh wow. You ever have those days where you don't drink water at all? And you drink water, you're like, oh, it's so good. It's so good when it hits once it hits the lips. Oh yeah. I haven't been drinking enough water. Like I think we need some sort of purpose, and whenever we are angry and upset and unhappy with ourselves, it's because I feel like it's because we know that we're not pursuing one of our life's purposes, or finding meaning or finding purpose in our day to day, and because we don't find purpose, we lash out, and we're angry, and we're not happy because we're not content with ourselves. Our subconscious mind is recognizing it. It's like it feels like it's recognizing a something's wrong, and we're not happy. We know when we're not content, no matter uh, how well off we're doing. Like it's like those celebrities and a lot of these rich people, wealthy people. They like commit suicide, or they're riddled with depression. I mean, like they have it all. They don't have to worry about like whether or not they're gonna have enough money for the bill for like food or groceries, right? But they're still riddled. They still have like this subconscious like guilt. They're not happy, and because something in their subconscious is saying something's wrong, and I don't know what it is, and it might be like deep down on a like subconscious level, and like a deep like inner being. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're doing something wrong that you're not supposed to be doing. Something's wrong with the matrix, right? Like something's off. But yeah, so this is a little bit different. I'm trying to be a little bit more a little bit more. I'm trying to play around with this brush and be a little bit more sensitive to the how I apply tone. but it's taken me a little longer than I expected. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I might spend 5 minutes on this one, and I might spend 5 minutes on this one. I don't know. I've been slowing down a little bit because I've been talking. As I was saying, sometimes there's was it like, what's the word? Is it cathartic? It might be cathartic. It's either cathartic or what is it? I'm gonna search it. Cathartic. Cathartic. Cleansing of the bowels. That's definitely not what it means. I'm just gonna go with the other word, therapeutic. I think cathartic might be. I don't know. There's another term for it, another definition for that. It might not be cathartic. I will have to look it up. But it's almost therapeutic to talk about these things. Um, but yeah, so that's why I've been doing these live streams, and I do them whether or not, regardless of how I feel through the day, and I don't, and it's kind of like it's kind of like a practice in just in was it in like eh, what's it called? There's a name for it. It's deliberate practice. You know, there you go. So these clouds are a little bit different. I'm playing around with the whoopsie daisy. So what I was trying to get at is today's been a day, and you don't want to let these things that happen during the day kind of affect your emotions and get the best of you. You know, it's not worth it. And if you're like me and you have like a little raging, like a mini Bruce Banner in you, and yeah, you don't want that. You don't want a mini Bruce Banner. Hulk smash, right? Smash hard. Oh. All right. Well, let's move to the next cloud. I'm not really that was just kind of like playing around, just like playing around, and kind of playing around with the I said playing around 4 times now, um with the brush and seeing what kind of marks I can make with a slightly larger brush head. So there's no right or wrong way I go about this. You know, there's only ways. You know, so whenever you go and you watch other people draw and you're like, show me your, they'll show you their way, but don't take their way as the only way of doing things. You want to do a variety of things. You know, you want to kind of try different strategies with your drawings. You don't always want to do the same thing, you know. And I think when you watch other artists, we see other artists, and a lot of other artists fall in this trap. And there's nothing wrong with this, especially if it's if it's made you very successful, right? If you're making a good living off of doing this, um, but in the life, like the like whole scheme of things, you know, as far as growing as an artist, as making you a better artist, it's probably not best for the long term. But I find this a lot is where you'll see artists, they find a formula and they get really good at that, and then they don't move forward with it. They don't do anything new, right? They don't do a lot of new things. And I think artists should constantly be trying to improve their craft in other areas, not just becoming better at one specific kind of niche target or niche artwork, but trying to be doing things differently. Try doing pour paintings, try doing abstract paintings. You know, go do watercolors, but don't do watercolors in the same like visuals that you normally draw. Do them in a completely different manner. Do continuous line drawings. Do grid drawings. Do charcoal drawings. Do reductive drawings, you know. Do all kinds of things. And so that's what this batch of clouds is going to be like. This kind of playing around with the brush and this kind of brush. I wonder whoops, playing around with this pencil and seeing what happens here. Let's see. What's this? This is what is this right here? So this is supposed to be like a ooh, that's dark. What about this? This is supposed to be like charcoal. Oh yeah, that's definitely it definitely goes on like charcoal. And this is what is this? This is supposed to be like pastel. This is supposed to be like pastel. I might be able to use that. I don't know. It's kind of toothy. And this is a natural edge. Oh, that's an eraser. Chunky charcoal. That's supposed to be like chunky charcoal. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like pressure sensitivity, so it just goes on straight black. So I'm going to use the pencil again. So that was just me experimenting there. I just want to see what those brushes did. All right, we're gonna move on to the bottom one here real quick, and then kind of do some finer details on some of these, you know, and see what happens. Yeah, so art is a life endeavor. You know, music can be music can be a life endeavor. Uh, Writing can be a life endeavor where you just write. You can constantly write. There's things that you can do to the day that you're not of this earth, right? So that's like writing, music, art. You can do that for as long as you like. You and I for to some extent, I think like people even do golf. Golf is one of those sports that you can play till you're retired or many years after you're retired. You know, other things that you like doing that are very fun to you. You know, they have a shelf life. Like you're not going to be wakeboarding at 75. If you are, you're going to be one rare individual. Oh wow, that's some good H2O, friends. But yeah, so I came in. I had a pretty rough afternoon, and just kind of put a like a like put me in like a stick in the mud, and I just been like kind of sour all day, and it's been like really pissed, just kind of angry, you know. And I've been like just didn't want to do this. This like drawing is a very mentally taxing thing. You know, even like light cartoon drawing, it can be mentally taxing. And if it's not, then if it's not to you, then great. But for me, drawing's kind of taxing. It's a taxing endeavor. Like after I draw for a little bit, I'm a little tired because I've been I've been thinking. It's kind of like I've been thinking for a while. So basically, what drawing is to me is kind of like thinking for 30 minutes. It sounds bad, like, oh, I'm so tired. I've been thinking for 30 minutes. I can't if I think for any more than 5 minutes, I'm game over for the day. No. So that's okay. I think I'm done with that one. I'm going to go back up to the top one. That one's the one that kind of spent a little bit more time on. And I might play around with this one a little bit, just kind of, let's add some like hatching in some of these areas. Like, let's darken up some of this a little bit just for fun. Maybe in this area where there's a dark fold like this, so it kind of lips. Like right here, I feel like this could be really dark because it's in the background. maybe some like dark shadows right here. And this is even farther away, so maybe make this darker. So yeah, just playing around with clouds, don't really have any expectations for them. Not really um I don't really have like a defined like standard for what makes a complete cloud, you know? I haven't done enough clouds to be like, this is the way that you make clouds. I know the way. Just follow my 5-step program on how to make clouds. Don't forget to pay the 5 easy payments of $19.99 plus shipping and handling, and you'll receive your 90-minute VHS copy of How to Make the Perfect Clouds by Pierson. If you want to make the most beautiful clouds ever in the world, all you got to do is, for 18 installments of $99.99, I will give you this 3-disc set on how to make clouds. And if you act fast with the next 10 minutes, I'll even give you this free package of sketchbooks and a 5-pack of charcoal pencils and a miscellaneous pack of pencils. So that's if you act in the next 10 minutes. But wait, there's more. If you act in the next 5 minutes, you'll get that plus this audiobook by yours truly, M. Pierson, telling you about many ways that you should pursue art and the philosophical findings of the world. But wait, there's also more. If you do that, you also get the bonus VHS video, how to create the how to do rain clouds and I'm not even drawing, I'm talking. For 85 easy payments of $5.99.99. Now you call now at 1-800-99-9999, and you will see would be a dispatch, or a person will be on the phone for you to pick up the phone and take your order, and you'll be on your way to drawing the perfect clouds ever, thanks to Pierson's 5-step cloud formation program. Giddy up. Oh, that was so dumb. I'm sorry. Oh man, that made me laugh. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm not even thinking. I'm kind of cashed out for the day. I'm just doing a few things here. I'm kind of leaning on past styles, unfortunately. I kind of like that. That might be something I can introduce in future clouds. Might do this, because that could be the implication of a core shadow right here. All right. And don't forget to buy this wonderful 3-disc set for your friends and family, especially the little youngins, ones who want to learn how to make beautiful clouds using Matt Pierson's 5-step, easy peasy, lemon breezy cloud solution technique. Oh gosh, that was a little much. That was a little extra, guys. All right, well that's it for the day. I'm a little distracted. Although I kind of like some of this things, the things that I kind of started here. I think there's some potential with the way that I approach some of these, and some things that I might want to think about. So I kind of liked how I did that soft edge. I don't like how inconsistent it is right now, but maybe in the future I'll be able to kind of dial it in the pin pressure. And I like this area right here, these little strips of coarse shadow. I might do that in the future as well. Anyways, that's it for the day. It's P21. It's day 216 out of 300. All righty. Well, anyways, true art believers, I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's live stream. It has been fun, it has been real, and it has been real fun. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little banter and enjoyed my weird little skit about selling a TV infomercial on how to make clouds. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, and you are watching 200 Days of Drawing. This is Pierson. I am the number one live art streamer in the world. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.